Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. I would say to Cornwall normally, but I'm in Wales. So I'm on a little bit of a press trip. The press trip is arranged by Welsh Lamb, so I'm here to learn everything there is to know about Welsh lamb, why and how we should be eating it. I'm staying at Morgan's Hotel in Swansea, which is stunning. Oh my God. Last week you saw me at a festival all grungy and dirty, and this week you're seeing me living the dream, people. For example, this is my beautiful bathroom. I have to show you the bath because we only have a shower at home. So when I come to a hotel and see one of these things, I get very excited. Oh, let me show you the other thing I get excited about, and this is really sad. Don't judge me. So this is my beautiful hotel room that I have completely destroyed. Like I say, I've only been here a couple of hours. I've been sat on the bed editing video, which is why that's all destroyed. But this thing here, we don't have a TV at home. So whenever I come to a hotel, Food Network goes straight on. See, I really am that obsessed about food. was the best trip. Honestly, I love Wales, and that little southwest pocket of Wales, it always reminds me of Cornwall. It's the architecture and the landscape and the beaches. It's so similar to down here, and it just makes me feel really at home. And now originally when I planned to make these kebabs, I was going to use lamb steak that I diced up into nice big meaty chunks. But since that little trip to Wales and meeting the butcher, I've now decided to make the kebabs with a lamb neck fillet instead. Now if you haven't cooked with a lamb neck fillet before, then this is what you can expect. It's quite a bit of fat on there, but it's a really soft fat that will render down very quickly as you're cooking your kebabs, so don't worry about that. If you are freaked out about a little bit of fat, then feel free to cut it off. I'm not freaked out, I'm keeping it on. And all you need to do is cut down the centre and then dice into nice meaty chunks like that. And all I'm going to do is pop my lamb chunks into a big mixing bowl. Now this is another of my little spice blend mixes that I've made up. This one is a harissa. It's a dry rub, so you can either massage it into like a joint of meat that you're going to cook, or you can just sprinkle and rub it into these chunks of meat to make your kebabs have a little bit extra flair. So all I'm going to do is add 1 tablespoon to my lamb chunks. So if you've got a good stash of spices at home, I really would recommend that you make up your own spice blends. You're going to know exactly what's in them. You're going to have full control over using the flavours that you particularly like, but also it's going to keep all those spices and herbs that you've got at home as fresh as possible, because you're going to be rotating them and using them up quicker. And there's no point paying someone else to mix together a few spices for you. So there we are, that's that bit done. Right, put that glove back on that hand. Now I'm going to make up my kebabs. Now you absolutely can intersperse your meat with vegetables on here, things like chunks of red onion, red pepper's always really good on a kebab. However, I'm going to keep mine just meaty today because I've got all my side dishes to go with it. So there's one done. Now I'm supposedly cooking this recipe for you over the barbecue. However, the forecast for this whole weekend has been dire. Here in the UK, we're getting hit with a really bad storm. We have had some pretty heavy rain, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's supposed to be chucking down now. And it's just a little bit overcast, so I'm feeling a little bit cheated. I would much rather be sat around a campfire right now. So there we go, last one done. Now I've got my 2 burners on here, so I'm just going to pop my kebabs straight onto the heat. If your neck fillets that you're using are leaner than mine, then feel free to oil your pan or your griddle or your meat if you're putting it on the barbecue first. However, because mine's got quite a lot of fat on, that's going to render and it's not going to be a problem. So push them down a little bit so you get some good contact. Lose the glove. If anyone's wondering why I'm using these, I don't have a sink in my van, so I use these when I'm dealing with raw meat so that I haven't got contamination issues and I don't make us all sick. Oh, there are some yummy smells going on in this van right now. Okay, let's get our wraps ready. So just some plain tortilla wraps. I'm going to pile on some of my lettuce and red onion, my beautiful homegrown tomatoes. If anyone else grows their own tomatoes, then I know you understand. When you eat one of your homegrown tomatoes, like the first one of the season, pow! I really struggle to buy tomatoes from supermarkets year round. They're so tasteless and pappy. But my God, when you grow your own, it's just insane. Just going to turn my lamb over. I'm just going to do a quick little Instagram story. And if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, then please come on over and say hi. I'm trying really hard to get good at doing stories because there's lots of pretty stuff here on my farm and when we're out and about in Cornwall, and I'm really trying hard to share it with you guys. So we have got some killer kebabs going on, people. Look at these beauties. These are using Welsh lamb and my homemade harissa spice. If you could smell Myrtle the camper van right now, I kid you not, it's like a little piece of heaven in here. And where's the storm? It's supposed to be raining. Woohoo! Okay, another quick flip, I reckon. Oh gosh, these look so juicy. So the neck fillet is a cut that I haven't really used, and I don't think you're going to find it at the supermarket. I don't think I've ever seen it in the supermarket. It's definitely a cut that you're going to have to go to a butcher and request. So while those are cooking, let me run through what's in my harissa spice blend. As always, you'll find all my recipes written down in the description box below, so never fear. If you want a full written recipe, then you'll know where to find it. But very quickly, all I've got in here is 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, 1 tablespoon of paprika, and that's not the smoked paprika, just regular paprika. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder or granules. Mine is granules, I think. 1.5 teaspoons of cumin seeds. 1 teaspoon of chili flakes. Entirely up to you if you want that much, more or less. If you want to use hot chili or mild chili, obviously please adapt the chili part of any recipe I put out to suit your taste buds. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of caraway seeds. Now the caraway seeds, the cumin seeds, and the coriander seeds I have bashed up with a pestle and mortar before mixing with the other spices. So entirely up to you if you want to use a blender or pestle and mortar. Either is fine. Then mix it all up in a jar. Now we've only needed 1 tablespoon of this mix for today's recipe, so make sure you pop it in an airtight jar, and that will keep for ages. Okay, one final turn, just to get a little bit of colour on that final side. I'm acting very gingerly because I've hurt my shoulder at CrossFit, so please excuse me. I'm in a bit of a pickle. So do you live in Wales? Have you visited before? Have you got a favourite place? Is there somewhere that I need to visit next time I'm over there? I do have a love affair with Wales. My mum was actually born in Wales, although she left when she was really, really young, so she has no accent. But I do love the country. I particularly love mid Wales, up in those mountains. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. And like I said, the Gower, that whole area is so similar to Cornwall. I love it. So yeah, do let me know in the comments if there's anywhere else in Wales that I should put on our map of places that Johnny and I need to visit. Let me just grab this little camera. Can you see how juicy these kebabs are? This is just the perfect cut for doing kebabs. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And this is actually going to be our Sunday lunch today. Who needs roast potatoes, huh? Okay, we are cooked. Okay, here we go. Are you guys getting hungry just watching this? Alrighty, and then all it takes is a little dab of that yogurt mint dressing, which is so delicious. I'm using lactose-free yogurt. Obviously, you can use whatever yogurt you like. And there we go. I have a feeling this could get messy. Alrighty, I'm going in, people. Oh. Oh, bingo, big lump of lamb. That is the tenderest cut. And those spices, they're not at all overpowering or overwhelming. They actually come together as a lovely little harmony. So you get that sweet, juicy, spicy kick from the lamb, and then you get that lovely, cool mintiness from the yogurt. If I do say so myself, friends, this is a keeper. So huge thanks to Welsh Lamb for sponsoring today's video and for whisking me off on that dream little trip of South West Wales. It really was such a lovely little break. I hope I've inspired you guys to get out and cook up some Welsh lamb. If you'd like more inspiration on how to cook up some lamb, I'm going to pop the link to their website below. They have got a ton of recipes over there. Oh, I have a wasp. Very interested in my kebabs. And now is the time of year to be buying lamb. You get such a good deal on it per kilo because there is a lot of lamb on the market. So get out, get yourself some of this ordered. I promise you won't regret it. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I've really enjoyed your company. Please whack the thumbs up if you've enjoyed this cheeky little kebab recipe. And don't forget, if you do give it a go and you pop any photos on social media, I've just got a bit of chilli in my throat, then don't forget to tag me. You can find me pretty much everywhere as at Hedgecomber. So whatever you're up to this weekend, I hope you have a cracker, and I'll catch up with you next week with another festival-inspired recipe. Until then, happy camping. Mr. Wasp, go away. Oh my God, they're everywhere. Back off, boys. This is mine.